The South Wales Karting Centre at Llandow in South Wales is the venue for round 4 of the Awning Company Super 1 British Karting Championships. 5 classes here racing this weekend. Here's a roundup of the championship action in the series so far this year. Army Cadet kicked off at round for round 1 with a huge incident, bringing out a red flag before the full race time was completed. Oliver Denny hitting the tyres and bouncing back onto the track into the path of Harrison Skinner.
Oh my goodness! Big crash on the start-finish line here, and surely that is going to bring the red flag. Yes, it was Oliver Denny and Harrison Skinner upside down.
Both drivers were okay. It left the O-plate Harry Thompson as the race winner. At round 2, a big incident in turn 1 left several drivers out of contention, not least Toby McDonald.
Oliver Denny and Harrison Skinner again, just like last time out, and that's Toby McDonald.
The rain came down heavier and heavier during the race, with all drivers on slicks, making for a dramatic turnaround in the starting grid positions. Reggie Dewey came from P32 to finish 4th, Alex Simmons from P29 to finish 2nd, and Taylor Barnard on the GP plate coming from 21st to win the race after making this move in the left-hander, 4th to 1st in one corner. A terrific performance by the Kartmasters Grand Prix winner at round 2 to give him the win. At Llandow Park for round 3, the racing was just as exciting, with Harry Thompson pulling off victories in both Final 1 and Final 2 featured in the programme, with some incredible last lap overtakes, proving why he is the man they all have to beat in 2016.
He's very slow on the inside line, Thompson. Well, look at this, he's just going to go right round the outside of him. Absolutely amazing. Joe, you're going too slow, buddy. I'm just going to take you right on the outside line, as happy-go-lucky as you like from Thompson, and that is the class and quality we see from this boy time and time again. The checkered flag flies. He's going to park it firmly on the inside line. Can Keneally do exactly what Thompson did? Round the outside, he's in front. He's done it again. So Keneally has got through, and Thompson has been played in his own game. He's back to the inside, pushes him back into the lead. Up and over the curve goes Keneally. He had a great move. He got in, but Thompson was wise to it.
Thompson's 2 wins consolidated his championship lead after round 3. One man I expect to be competing this weekend at Llandow in South Wales is the Welsh champion Johnny Wilkinson, and I spoke to him earlier. Johnny, if anyone knows the way around this place, it's you, of course. You are the Welsh champion. The C plate denotes that. You won that here last year, and the Welsh Championship's coming up in a couple of weeks' time. What would it mean to you to win the British Championship, though? Different level of competition, clearly, and you're doing pretty well at the moment. You're in it to win it. What would it mean to you?
It would mean that I think I feel a lot more respected because it's the biggest championship out there.
Yeah, that's true. And this weekend, obviously, back at Llandow, track you know really well, clearly, having won the Welsh Championships here last year. How's it going for you this weekend?
It's not going too great, but I've enjoyed being back here. The first heat, we had a little crash, and then the second one, it was just coming through the track.
At rounds 1 and 2 in the Junior TKM class, Bradley White, driving the 6 kart, dominated the heats and pre-final at both rounds before it all went wrong in the televised finals. Christian Briley took the win at Rowrah, with Adam Sparrow failing to finish that day, but Sparrow came back strong at Llandow Park, taking the win. Not before White went off on the last lap, though, coming into the spoon.
White, Fowler and Pudding, and White has just gone off the circuit. What's happened to White?
What did happen to White? I spoke to him earlier. Brad, championship leader after Llandow Park, but he had that incident up going into the spoon. Just describe what actually happened there.
It was a bit of a racing incident, I think. Misjudge of braking, and it was just a racing incident, to be fair to it.
You still got the championship lead anyway, coming out of Llandow Park, and pretty good so far this weekend. I think you won both the heats, haven't you? It's going to give you a pole for the pre-final. Final coming up, the televised race later in the programme. You like this circuit here at Llandow?
Yeah, I like the circuit. It's a good circuit, yeah. It's all about being smooth, consistent.
And for the championship this season, you've got the championship lead, but lots of competition. Who do you think is going to provide you with the main challenge now from this point onwards?
Either Abby Pullen or Joe Fowler, I think, at the minute.
And what's it going to take from your point of view to win the championship from here on?
Just consistent top threes all the time for every single round. Just be as consistent as possible.
Bradley White, despite that off, still has the championship lead coming into this round. In TKM Extreme, an entry list of 47 drivers at round 1 and 52 at round 2 have given us the most exciting championship in the series for years, with any one of 10 drivers more than capable of winning the championship. Round 1 went to Matthew Taylor, closely followed in by Chris Whitton, both of whom moved up from juniors last year. But if you thought that would be the script for the season, think again. Whitton would go out in this incident at the following round before Taylor was excluded after finishing 4th for being underweight. The wily old campaigner Phil Smith, 3 times a British Open champion, won every heat and final on the day at Llandow Park before himself being excluded for the same offence as Taylor, underweight on the scales. That handed the 2015 champion Matt England the race win. It was Kyle SPROAT who came away from Llandow Park with the championship lead, and I asked him earlier how exciting it was to race in such a large grid.
It gives you a bit more buzz going to rounds. There's a bit more to achieve your results, and it's more closer racing. It's enjoyable for everyone, and it's seen the class thrive, and hopefully we can get some more people doing it next year.
North Wales last time, South Wales this time. How do you like this track, and how's it been going for you this weekend so far?
I like this track, it's fun to drive. We had a bit of a problem in qualifying which set us back. I think we ended up 25th overall, but we've been gradually making our way forward. Got to a 10th and a 13th, and the aim starting the pre-final, I think we're about 15th to make our way into the top 10 and race from there in the final. Luckily the people I'm racing with in the championship haven't had an exceptional weekend, so it's been a bit of damage limitation, and hopefully we can get a good result in the final to go to Bookmore with.
The X30 classes joined the championship at Rissington for round 2. In juniors, Gordon Much started pole, but the changing conditions caught him out as the rain came down, and it was Angus Fender who came through to take the win, although Much and Ethan Pitt came away tied for the championship lead. At Llandow Park though, it was much ado about nobody else, as Gordon Much swept every heat and final on the day for maximum points. He leads the championship coming to round 4, but one man that impressed me in the televised final was Harry McQuillan. Seen in 4th at this point in the race, he started P8 to finish 2nd by the end. He took part in the new OK Junior class recently, and I asked him how he found the new class with the OK engines that are destined to be the official British Championship class for juniors from next season.
Well, I struggled a lot with the engine and the grip of the tyres, and we had a lot of problems like with throttle getting stuck and that, and we had a lot of crashes too, because I think everyone just trying to make their way up the field, so everyone was kind of a bit chaotic at the starts.
Do you think that's something you're going to do next year?
I'm not too sure yet what we are going to do.
In Senior X30, the opening round at Rissington saw the Rotax Max champion from last season, Sam Marsh, leading the championship after the round was over. It was Scott Mackerel that took the win that day. Matt Davis would go on to take the win at Llandow Park. Sam Marsh would finish 5th, cutting his championship lead, but since then he's announced his retirement from karting, meaning Brett Ward has the championship lead coming to Llandow. That's a roundup of the championship action in Senior X30 so far. We're just waiting for Brett Ward to come in. Here he is in the 46. Just have a quick chat with the championship leader, because he's been going pretty well in the championship this weekend so far, but he's had a bit of a problem. Brett, just a quick chat, if you take your helmet off for us. You've been going pretty well this weekend, but you've had this issue in the heats, you've had an exclusion. Tell us what's happened.
Basically, you have 2 jets on the carb, a high one and a low one, and apparently they were a different colour, which we're not understanding the real reason why we've been thrown out, but we'll take it and we'll come back fighting for this next pre-final and final. OK, well, you're still in the championship, of course. You've not been excluded from the round, so you just got to fight as hard as you can, I guess, this weekend. So I guess you're going to be looking for a big charge to the front of the field and try and at least win the race, I guess. That's it. I try and get the maximum we can out this weekend. It's maybe not going to be easy now. I think I have to count this at the end of the year, so it's going to be a big loss to like the likes of Davis, who's now got a 30-point jump on me. But at the end of the day, we'll come back fighting, and we'll try and win this final. OK, well, good luck for the rest of the weekend. That's the roundup of the championship so far. Join us after the break for the first of the race action.